NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Ten Lobo. Hey, Orbit. Let's go. Mike, shoot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Number 33. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Pilot, 64.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out.
Black 20. Here we go.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Black.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
No spacing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
All right, now. Wide 80. Easy, easy. We won't lose.
Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Set, ready, 8, read. Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alpha. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Ready.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's the way. Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was brought down the next play
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready? Like 20. Middle.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, watch it.
Snickers. 66. Hey.
Play.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Got her on first down, not going to get a whole lot, maybe a couple. Second down coming up. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
General West.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First down, Bengals.
Break.
Check. 59. Here we go.
Five.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
36.
Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Check. Lucky. Greystone, travel.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Look at me, zipper. Bullet high. Look at me. Go.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Go. Check out. Yeah. 55. Go. 55.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Steelers 3.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger looking middle, and it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
50. 80 weapons.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Big. He don't want it. He's coming. We got no.
Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They're going to look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
0-0, Mike Free.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
And Freeman lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That's good for a Steeler.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Watch out.
Topper! Topper! Alert, alert!
Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
61, matchbox lights. Go.
On first down, Muhammad. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 60 outlaw. Pilot, 64, weak. SOS.
They go again with Muhammad. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Protein spill.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Easy.
Running right, this is Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, they scared.
Right there.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
70, Indy. You draw quarter. Rush in.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Shoot. Check 3. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Muhammad. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 17.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play, and pretty much...
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
We got this.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the shot. Hey, lock it. Yep.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.